The two new Arcana are finally out in Korea, so Melodic Puppeteer and Fury Fighter. This post came out today in South Korea. So here's the big page. And it gives you information on the two new Arcana candidates and their skills. And some extra stuff down here. So let's translate this and figure out what all this says real quick. So the beginning of a new flowering, new Arcana, expansion of Arcana. Arcana, a powerful force that can only be realized by reaching the pinnacle of talent. Those who hold the seeds of that power are once again knocking on the doors of the Arcana Association. Acquire new Arcana. After reaching level 20,000 and completing the guide quest, ask Leor in the Arcana Association room about the next suitable Arcana candidate, and you can acquire the Melodic Puppeteer or the Fury Fighter. So if we click here, we can read about the Melodic Puppeteer Arcana candidate and the Fury Fighter Arcana candidate. And also if you click down here, you can listen to their NPC theme music. So first we have Encounter with Glora. Acquire Melodic Puppeteer. You can receive the quest Shining Stage with Marionettes upon reaching Grandmaster Puppeteer and Grandmaster Bard. Begin your first encounter with the star who knocks on the door of the Arcana Association. A lively performance unfolds in Imain Maha's small theater, and the audience gathers at the surprising rumor that marionettes dance with people. Having captured the hearts of fans with her stunning looks and unstoppable fan service, Gloria wants to be the center of attention on stage. Hugh, the workshop's owner, watches closely as she sneaks out of the puppet workshop with her backup dancer, the Echo Marionette. So her name is either Glora or Gloria. Google Translate is not perfect. And next we have Encounter with Aether. Acquire Fury Fighter. You can receive the quest Lonely Footprints in the Sand upon reaching Grandmaster Fighter and Grandmaster Warrior. Laur, who wanted to find a suitable Arcana in a new place, spreads a secret rumor on the continent of Idia. After that, a letter from an unfamiliar name arrives in the association office that says, if you go to Core Village, you will find my boyfriend there. It is reported that if you head into the desert on a cold night, as if there were no hot days, you can meet Aether. So will Aether, who has been wandering alone for a long time, join the Arcana Association? And this part is just some information about some of the quests and the story that you'll do when these two new Arcana come out. I believe that part is like right down here. Yeah, that's what this one is. And also, the Arcana Association room is getting bigger. So, more spacious space. We've expanded the Arcana Association room to accommodate the increased number of members. Meet our members in our expanded association room. And the list of Arcana Association members has been moved here. So that list that has all the members on it, that's moved kind of in a spot in between the two rooms. So the room is like doubled in size. And you can see like there's an alchemy spot there for the Forbidden Alchemist candidate. and like weapons and stuff. It looks pretty cool. So we'll go over the Fury Fighter Arcana first. So with a stronger fist, Fury Fighter. This is a close range dealer position Arcana talent that combines close combat talent based on martial arts talent. And these are the skills. We'll be going over these. So the first one is Exceed Chain Blow. An active skill that attacks the target and its surroundings by striking them multiple times in a single concise movement. This skill deals damage by launching 4 consecutive attacks in an instant based on concentration and physical coordination. Break down your opponent's defense with a series of rapid continuous hits, signaling the start of a powerful chain attack. And here you can see what that looks like. So they're quickly punching the enemy like 4 times. And the next skill is Exceed Impact Dive. An active skill that charges towards the target and attacks by pushing forward all enemies in the path. A skill that spins in the air at lightning speed and deals damage by unleashing 3 consecutive kicks like a whirlwind. Depending on the movement distance, it is also possible to concentrate powerful damage by hitting all 3 multi-hit attacks. And we can see what that looks like right here. It kind of looks like the Leaf Hurricane from Naruto. That move that like Rock Lee does. And next we'll look at Exceed Force Slam. An active skill that leaps toward a target, attacks the target and all enemies around it and pulls them in. This skill condenses the inertia and falling speed generated while spinning in the air into the tip of the fist, striking the ground and causing damage while pulling. The explosive single-hit attack creates a massive impact and pulls surrounding enemies to the point of impact, preventing them from escaping the Fury Fighter's sight. So here it is. You can see them jumping and punching the enemy, swinging their fists down on the enemy. And next we have Fury of the Berserker, an active skill that strengthens the caster by exploding the Fury Fighter's exclusive resource, Force. This skill explodes the Force and circulates it throughout the body, temporarily exceeding the body's limits. The more powerful stimulation is repeatedly delivered to each cell, the more powerfully the body is trained. And we can see what that looks like right here. And next we have Limited Force. This skill doesn't have a video. A passive skill that deals with the balance of the Force, the source of Fury Fighter's power. This skill converts the accumulated anger into force to prevent reason from being eroded by the emotions that are heightened on the battlefield. The powerful force converted into force during fierce battles is used as a resource to use various skills of the Fury Fighter. And since this one doesn't have a video, we can just skip right to the next one. So this one's Gale Pierce. An active skill that uses the Force, a powerful force compressed into a single line, to attack all enemies within a straight line in front. This skill uses the Force to bring out the body's strength to its limits, gathers the explosive power into one point and releases it forward to inflict damage. The powerful force released in an instant is specialized for quickly subduing all enemy targets within a straight line in front. And again, this last one didn't have a video. This is the one we're currently on, right here. So you can see what that looks like. And next we have Force Flare, an active skill that uses the Force, a powerful force compressed into a powerful force to attack all enemies around the Fury Fighter. This skill uses the Force to bring out the body's strength to its limits, gathers the explosive power into one point, and strikes the ground, causing damage to the surrounding area. The powerful force flowing out from the tips of the feet is advantageous for suppressing or subduing all enemy targets around the Fury Fighter in one breath. So it basically just looks like a upgraded version of the Stomp skill that humans and elves can also use. And last we have Ultimate Strike, an active skill that uses the Force, a powerful force to attack and destroy all enemies within a straight line in front of you. This skill uses all of the Force to tense the body's muscles to the limits, and delivers 3 powerful and sharp attacks in an instant with explosive force, dealing damage. A multi-hit attack that quickly penetrates the precise impact point will instantly break down the opponent's defense, and the powerful blows that follow prove the Fury Fighter's strength. So you can see what that looks like right here. And next we'll be looking at leveling up the Arcana links. So the 10 links that require Smoldering Thread and Frost Flame Thread. So I'm not going to read all this, you can just pause the video and read it if you want to. But these are all the stats you'll get for unlocking all 10 links. Here are the first 5, and then here are the next 3, 6, 7, and 8. And then there's 9 and 10 right here. And next we'll be looking at the Melodic Puppeteer skills. Puppets coming up on stage to the sound of singing. This is a mid to long range dealer position Arcana talent that combines music talent with puppetry talent. So that's this part right here. And let's start looking at the skills. So this skill doesn't have a video, so this is the first one. Three-hander stage. A passive skill that allows you to summon and control the doll through sound waves without directly controlling it. And this is the next skill, Downbeat Accent. An active skill that summons a doll to attack the targeted location. A doll appears at the enemy's location at high speed and forms a rectangular area. It is a single hit skill that inflicts damage. So that's the skill right here. And you can see what it looks like. And next is Tracking Steps, an active skill that continuously pursues and attacks the targeted target, summons a doll and commands it to continuously attack the targeted target. And we can see what that looks like right here. And next is Grand Finale, a powerful skill. A powerful active skill that allows the Periot, Colossus, and Echo Marionette to all appear and perform a chain attack. This is a ranged skill that sequentially summons 3 dolls to perform unique attacks. Even if there are dolls summoned on the field, they will definitely respond to the call if you use Grand Finale. So that's this skill right here. You can see how all 3 of them are attacking one at a time. There's the first one, the second one, and the third one. And next we have Wire Web, an active skill that attacks enemies with a certain range and amplifies the damage received from the doll. This is a secondary skill that can be used in advanced to focus firepower on an area before an attack, or to amplify the attack of a summoned doll. So this is what that skill looks like. And you can amplify your skills with that, so that's pretty cool. And next we have Interlude Slash, an active skill that attacks enemies within a certain range based on the doll summoned on the field when using the skill. This is a skill that uses the doll as a medium to attack surrounding enemies while the doll is out on the field performing an action. If each doll is summoned at one point, it is possible to inflict damage repeatedly. And we can see what that looks like right here. And last we have Quick Swing, an active skill that allows the master to move to the location where the doll is summoned and retrieve the doll. This is a utility skill that targets the doll closest to the mouse cursor location and warps the master to the location to retrieve the doll. And that's this skill here. So this one's pretty cool. It allows you to move quickly to one of your puppets and pick it up if you need to. And then last we'll look at the 10 links just like we did for the other one. So here's all the information about the 10 links for the Melodic Puppeteer. There's 1 through 5, this is 6 through 8, and then 9 and 10. Alright, so that's the Melodic Puppeteer and Fury Fighter. These 2 new Arcana just came out in South Korea, so since we're about 6 months behind them in updates, I'm guessing this will come to the US by August. So maybe sometime in like early to mid-August, we'll see an announcement for these 2 new Arcana here, hopefully.